Hello, welcome back to Shakil's physics classes. Previous class we have stopped at applying AC to an LCR circuit. We will continue from where we stopped. Today we will discuss LCR series resonance circuit. Series resonance circuit. If you remember previous class, we have derived expression for impedance. Impedance Z is equal to under root of R squared plus L omega minus 1 by C omega the whole square. Here L omega we denote it as L2 pi mu, and this is called inductive reactance. Similarly XC is 1 by 2C 2 pi mu, and this we call it as capacitive reactance. Is that okay to you? As you can see from the equation, XL is directly proportional to frequency. XC is inversely proportional to frequency. Therefore, I can easily say for very low frequency, inductive reactance will be negligibly small. Capacitive reactance will be very large, very high. As you increase the frequency of the applied alternating EMF, you find as nu increases, XL will keep increasing. As nu increases, XC will keep decreasing. I repeat, initially, if the frequency is low, inductive reactance will be negligibly small. Capacitive reactance XC will be very large. As the frequency increases, inductive reactance increases, capacitive reactance decreases. At a particular frequency, let us say mu naught, L omega becomes equal to 1 by C omega. At a particular frequency mu naught, inductive reactance becomes equal to capacitive reactance. Therefore, I will write this as L 2 pi mu naught is equal to 1 by C 2 pi mu naught. Therefore, mu naught square is 1 upon 4 pi square LC, or mu naught is 1 upon 2 pi under root of LC. Now we arrive at an expression for frequency mu naught, which we call it as resonant frequency. We call this as resonant frequency. So what happens when XL becomes equal to XC? The impedance value, if you can see here, when XL becomes equal to XC or L omega becomes equal to 1 upon C omega, I will say at resonance equal to R. So as to say that when resonance occurs, impedance becomes minimum. This is the minimum value. When impedance becomes minimum, that is opposition to the flow of current in a circuit comprising of LCR becomes minimum, current will become maximum, which means this circuit, LCR circuit, at series resonance, impedance is becoming minimum, current is becoming maximum, and therefore an LCR circuit at resonance is also called an acceptor circuit. This is also called an acceptor circuit because it accepts or allows maximum current to flow through it. Therefore, an LCR circuit at resonance is known as acceptor circuit. The question now is, we need to define what is known as what is series resonance frequency. That frequency at which inductive reactance becomes equal to capacitive reactance. That frequency at which inductive reactance becomes equal to capacitive reactance. That frequency is called resonant frequency. At resonant frequency, impedance becomes minimum, current becomes maximum. Therefore, the circuit is known as acceptor circuit. Now, sir, we need to see how this LCR circuit behaves when frequencies vary. To understand the behavior of an LCR circuit when frequencies vary, we can draw a graph taking frequency along the x-axis and the corresponding current to the circuit along the y-axis. And let us try to understand that using these graphs. Okay? We can draw a family of curves. I will restrict myself to these two curves and try to explain to you what actually it means. These are two curves drawn for different values of R. Let us say here the value is, R value is say 100 ohms. Let us say here for the blue curve, the R value is 30 ohms. Now, sir, if we now consider this curve where R is 100 ohms, this will be corresponding to the maximum current in the circuit. Now, if you vary the frequency and that frequency at which current is maximum, you will call it as resonant frequency. Therefore, for this curve 1, let me take this as curve 2. Okay? For curve 1, this is the maximum current. This is the maximum current. And that frequency at which the current becomes maximum, I call it as resonant frequency mu naught. If you look at curve 1 carefully, if you deviate slightly from the resonant frequency, this way or that way, both are right, you find the variation in the value of current. The variation in the value of current is very, very small. You understand what I am saying? From the resonant frequency, I am deviating a little bit. If I deviate from the resonant frequency, definitely there must be change in the current. The change in the value of current I find is very small. However, if I take curve 2, this corresponds to the maximum current. This point corresponds to maximum current. For the same deviation, you find the current variation is large. So when can I say resonance is sharp? I would say resonance is sharp when, for a small variation from the resonant frequency, if the variation in the current is large, then I would say resonance is sharp. So I find from the values of R, for curve 1, I have taken R as 100 ohms. For curve 2, I have taken R as 30 ohms. And I find if the value of R is small, I find the resonance to be sharp. This is what I have explained graphically. Mathematically, to assess, analyze the sharpness of resonance of an LCR circuit, we depend on a factor called Q factor. Q factor, also known as quality factor. How do we define it? The Q factor or quality factor. The Q factor or quality factor defines the sharpness of resonance. So it is defined as the ratio of inductive reactance to the resistance of the circuit, or we can define it this way: the quality factor or sharpness of an LCR circuit can be defined as ratio of capacitive reactance to the total resistance of the circuit. If quality factor is denoted with the letter Q, then according to my definition, it is defined as ratio of inductive reactance to the resistance of the circuit. Therefore, can also be written as L omega R upon R. You may ask me why I have written suffix R. Suffix R indicates that this can happen only at resonance. So at resonance, I told you L omega is equal to 1 upon say omega. Therefore, if I denote this as R, this as R, from this equation I can write omega R squared is equal to 1 upon LC. In other words, I will write omega R is 1 upon under root of LC. Is that okay to you? Now this value of omega R, let me substitute here. Therefore, Q becomes equal to L upon R into 1 upon under root of LC. In other words, this can reduce to 1 upon R under root of LC. And as has been seen in the graph, you find that quality factor depends on resistance inversely. Therefore, as the value of R decreases, the quality factor, sharpness of resonance of an LCR circuit increases. And therefore, this expression clearly tells us that the quality or sharpness of resonance of an LCR circuit depends on the resistance of the circuit. Therefore, if the LCR circuit is going to use minimum value of resistance, then the sharpness of resonance will be very high. Quality of resonance will be high. The question now is, where is this? used. LCR circuits at resonance are used in tuning of radio circuits. In other words, are used in the tuning of radio receiver. What happens? Many will not be used to radios these days because this is the age of cell phones, television. We very rarely use radio receivers. If at all, we will be using FM. Now, let me tell you where is it used. I will try to give you this with a small diagram. I will rub this part. Okay. What I have drawn here is a radio receiver with an on-off switch and a tuner. Different radio stations will be transmitting their programs at different frequencies. We all know there are different, so many radio stations. All the different radio stations will be transmitting their programs at different frequencies. The moment you switch on your radio receiver, you will not be in a position to listen to the station which you would like to. To enable to listen to a particular station, you need to tune the radio receiver so that the natural frequency of the radio receiver matches with the frequency of the station which you wish to listen. To put it very plain, I am switching on the aerial of my radio receiver is receiving signals from different stations transmitted at different frequencies. This radio receiver is unable to pick anyone. I keep tuning the radio receiver. When I keep tuning the radio receiver, this radio receiver inside has an L and a C. In a radio receiver, the condenser usually used, we call it as a gang condenser. When you tune, you are changing the value of L and C. When the value of L and C change, the natural frequency of a radio receiver is altered. When the natural frequency of a radio receiver matches, becomes equal to any one of the frequencies received by the antenna or aerial of a radio receiver, resonance occurs that will drive your radio receiver. Subsequent modifications in the circuit by the circuitry inside the radio receiver will help you to listen to the program which you want to of that particular station. All others, once resonance takes place, you know the current is maximum, your radio receiver is able to pick up that particular signal, reject all others, and therefore subsequent modifications in the radio receiver enable you to listen to the song or the program you want. This is how tuning in radio receivers takes place, and series resonance circuit is a direct application in the tuning of a radio receiver. Is that clear to you, sir? May I ask you, what is the application of